Starting with the prompt, which choice uses data from the graph to complete the example? So let's look at the description here to see if we can find out what the example is. By the early 1900s, the Singer Corporation began to see rapidly increasing sales, particularly in Russia, Germany, and the UK. These markets were responsible for the bulk of their overseas sales, but demand for the company's machines also grew in other countries, also grew significantly in the early 20th century. For instance, sales of their sewing machines in. So, okay, we are looking for demand for the machines in other countries besides Russia, Germany, UK to grow significantly in the early 20th century. So we see demand growing very much right here in the Philippines. And really, that's the only example because it grew a lot here only to decline later. So that probably wouldn't serve as a great example. But let's keep it there just in case. So let's look at the answers. A, the Philippines increased dramatically. So sales of the sewing machine in the Philippines increased dramatically from 1908, which is right here, to 1918. Well, that's just perfect. The sales did increase dramatically during exactly that time. So that's going to probably be the answer. New Zealand, sales in New Zealand were consistent. Now they were consistent in New Zealand, but that just doesn't support the point because we're looking for demand to grow significantly. In Australia, they increased in C. C says Australia increased steadily, and Australia is the square, and that one is not really increasing steadily. It's kind of staying flat. So C is out. And sales in Turkey declined. Well, if they declined, it's not really going to support the point that they grew significantly, so we don't have to look at the data. So the answer here is A.